talking about the driver.
What are we doing, Lane? What are we doing?
Roll racing. Roll racing. First time out on track with the Mini. Stoked, can't wait. See how this goes.
So now, the first half of this video is like a year or two ago.
Not the October that just went, but the October before that.
Wow, so yeah, quite a while back. We took this thing over to Hoff's, put a link in it, and had him work his magic on it. So long ago. We left there with a couple of problems. We finished off the tune, everything was all sweet, but we never really got a chance to do anything with it. So the video never actually got released. First half of this is going to be the first half of that from a year and a half ago. Stick with us, and when we come back, we'll be there at QR and we'll be racing this hairdresser car.
The angry slipper.
The hairdresser car. That's what the Mini does. That's weird. I've never really spoken about my involvement in other builds. I never do.
No.
It's usually just me and Nick racing together, so most of the stuff that we've done has been on those two cars. We're gonna go pick up a trailer now. We're gonna go load it up tonight, take it down to Hoffman in the morning. This is an R53 Mini?
R53, John Cooper Works.
With a PC Link set of injectors, Z85, underdriven pulley on the supercharger. It's going to be interesting to see what it does. Everything on it's outside of my comfort zone. Like it's superchargers, I don't do those. 4-cylinder, I don't do those.
Jake and I made the fuel system from scratch. AN6 sprayed in all the soft areas, 1100cc injectors. That supercharger runs a 17% reduced pulley on it.
Turn your anti-lag on.
Just smack myself right in the
You a bit excited or what?
Just a bit, bro.
You got a full jerrycan too, don't you?
Yep.
Do you have a siphon?
No. I can get my thing in.
Nah, it's too late, I'm already moving.
Didn't think about the siphon.
Nah, that's what it was, I'm sure. Hey buddy. Come to paint your DYNO again, but with a different car.
Yep. This time.
Mini? I thought Mini. Yeah. Hey Scotty. Yeah. What's your prediction, mate?
Not have a clue, mate. So you've checked timing sync and everything?
No, I didn't.
You didn't have time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on camera.
Now you said it, you're on there now, mate. You nervous?
Yes.
There's like a puddle of fuel in the back of your car, by the way.
Scotty over there working hard.
I stopped working on European cars years ago.
I'm not used to being the comic relief though, I'm the one doing the work usually.
Yeah.
Usually appropriate now, zip ties arm.
Yeah. I've even cable tied the wire
So,
into
look,
it.
industry standard. It's all dark in here, Jake.
That's what she said.
So, how small is it? Back of the car there, Jake.
It's fucking dog shit. Whose idea was it to build a fucking Mini? It's just like a regular car, but smaller. I've already spat on it and told her that I hate it. As long as the fuel level stays above a certain point, the tank's gonna have fuel in it. The return, I don't know where the the return goes now, whether it's gonna come back into this tank or not. Now, before we get back into it, we need to drop the fuel pressure. Just back it off slightly so that when we do start thing up, it doesn't spike to 11 million. Come on, let's go f***ing do it. Where do you go?
As I said, I was worried. Well, that's
Mint.
Righto.
Nothing, man.
We still have fuel pressure.
Gotta start the tables again now.
You're less nervous now?
Yeah,
It definitely sounds a lot better.
it does.
We're all good to go. I think we're just waiting on Nick, who I told to come down here. As soon as he gets here, we'll head off. You done your tyre pressures, lead your logs. You ready?
Ready.
This song.
Half an hour.
And then we're out on track, which is as good as she's ever going to get. You didn't bring any spark plugs, did you?
No. Do you know how hard it is to get to those? We have to pull all the intercooler boots off and everything.
You're right, we need a new intercooler.
Turbo convert, happening.
Hey, I'm down for a turbo swap. I'm down for watching you do a turbo swap. Nick looks like he's doing all, but he actually did a lot of what I just said a second ago.
The hardest thing about the turbo swap is going to be taking those badges off. As a turbo owner of that badge, that's me.
You're right, let's peel it off while he's not looking. These pit bays are so fancy. Like, check this shit. Maybe not that side, there's just a wall there, but that side. Woo.
Undercover, no rain for us.
This is a race meet if it rains, we're going home. That makes this thing here officially a race car now too.
I thought the race car was Thompson.
Ooh, is it? Well, this is roll racing.
This is roll racing, you're right.
This is a race meet.
Don't you have to have a car to have a race car?
You know what we should have done?
Hey, hang on. You're not even in the glass house yet. I wouldn't start throwing the stones.
You know what we should have done?
The rocks from the outside of the house.
Dude, the only reason
in it,
why we didn't
Mike.
put nitrous in this... Right, and I thought about this. So I have a nitrous kit that plugs into a cigarette lighter. It's a wet shot, so I didn't want to f around with fuel lines and throttle position and stuff on this car. It works better with a cable throttle. But my issue with it is, I know how the link controls the relay, and I wired it in really terribly. Basically, if I had just taken a link output, plugged it into the nitrous, and we dry shot it and tuned it that way, it would have worked until you turn off the ignition. Because it would default to power or whatever, and it would turn the fucking thing on. And basically, you'd have to turn the bottle off before you shut the car off after every run.
Or else incidents. Thermal incidents.
I think the term is dynamic burst panel. You need to learn about open face helmets, mate. They're way easier. It feels so weird getting into a car like this.
What happens when you ride motorcycles?
We're going to get him and race him against our other neighbour who has a ZX10. Lane here's got a CBR 1000. Stay tuned for that. We'll get a video of that happening one day. Kyle, if you're watching this, that's your official call out too, mate. We might be racing that S14 first. Either that or there's a Supra behind us. Confident? I'll be good. Do you reckon second or first?
I reckon first will be too late. Like it'll be too short a change.
Would you say that you almost had it?
You almost got away.
He jumped. Well, if I ignore that one, he jumped us. Hey, slow down a bit. Go straight through these cones. Slow down and get up to 40 k's an hour in first gear. Then do a 1-2 change. We'll work out if first or second is going to be easier. Yeah, first gear for sure.
Like it takes off better. It's just the extra change in between is all.
Yeah, that's fine. Your fucking second gear, you had nothing. It's too early for your cam and stuff to learn.
So race it like I race it on the street.
Yeah, drive like a f***wit.
I'll fit in.
Treat it like Power Cruise. They love it when you do that here. No, they don't. Next up, we have Pirate R53. R53. Got a little drifty boy cannon on it too. We're going to try for a first gear launch this time. Felt a lot more violent on a first gear launch instead of a second. I mean, it is supercharged, but it's still low RPM and wasn't doing us any favours. I mean, the drifter, he's on street tyres too. Come on! He jumped. Like, I don't even see what the point was. That's the kind of races that we need right there. Anyone with street tyres. Street tyres and a small engine.
Just a manual.
Yeah, manual too, yeah. Hear that? We'll call out every manual car out here. Come and find us, Blue Mini. We're the only one in a Blue Mini.
That's right, the only Mini here.
We've drawn the short straw, I think, on this race. Not sure what's in that, but it's got a side pipe and it sounds pretty angry. It's got some front runners on it. Well, it's got some legal size wheels for roll racing on the front of it. I think he jumped us. This is an odd feeling here. this corner with any kind of speed is such an unusual sensation. If I went around this corner without speed, my tyres would DB. We just picked a random BMW. We're gonna have a crack at another European car. We'll see if we can make it there with all our oil in this thing. We'll see if he can make it there with all his coolant still in the motor. I've got no idea what that is, but it looks like an M, whatever it is.
It's an M2.
Oh, it's got a PWR intercooler in it. I may have bitten off more than you can chew. Did you chirp second gear? Do we need to let some air out of these tyres, Lane?
So how's it going?
It's going well.
That's good. How's your clutch feel?
Fine.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck, I would have thought that'd be hurting. You guys done for the night?
Nah.
No. Which one's yours?
Fiat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we are 100% down for that, aren't we?
100%. Yeah, why not?
So with the Mini versus the
Fiat 500.
It's in a bath, mate. It's in a bath.
$500.
So we have the, I use the term best loosely here, but the best of the R53 Minis versus the best of the Fiat 500s in a neck-to-neck race. We've been pulled out, haven't we, Lane?
Battle of the shoe boxes. They're the two smallest cars here.
Alright, here we go. Alright, boys is on. He was faster than I gave him credit for.
Not stock. Fun. Good time.
Yeah. Been working out how to make a car faster now.
Yeah.
So we stopped getting jumped by all these cowards.
Easy to beat me when I'm on a stock charger.
Exactly. What else you got? Give me some more excuses. I mean, I'm not one to say that you jumped, but I'm just.
Oh wait, you.
You think it was faster than I expected? I'll give you that. So we've called it a night early because it's starting to probably rain at the moment. But good night.
Good night. Had no drama with the car. Fed it all night long and it took it.
Hot lap the track by the end of it. No, it was a good time. So like what you see, hit subscribe. See you later. Bye.